Hi everyone, my name is Monica. I am very excited today to share with you a recipe that I have enjoyed while growing up in Penang, Malaysia. It is called Penang Assam Laksa. Assam is tamarind in Malay. Tamarind imparts a sour taste to the dish, while laksa in general refers to a soup-based noodle commonly enjoyed in Southeast Asia. Assam Laksa is topped with a variety of healthy, fresh ingredients like torched ginger flower, shredded cucumber, shredded pineapple, raw onions, and mint leaves. A sip of the broth would tickle your taste buds with sweet, sour, spicy, and savory flavors. Assam Laksa is different from other laksa in that it does not contain the creamy coconut milk, the spicy paste is boiled and not fried, and there is no added oil in the whole dish. It is super healthy and delicious. Come along with me to see how this dish is prepared. First, we need 1.5 kilogram of mackerel fillet. We are going to steam it for 12 minutes. So meanwhile, bring 3 liters of plain water to a rolling boil. Add in the bones from the mackerel. Also add in 100 grams of ikan bilis or anchovies. Cover and boil for 20 minutes. Let's have a look at our spice paste. It consists of 10 shallots, 5 fresh chilies, 3 stalks of lemongrass, 50 grams of turmeric, 100 grams of galangal, 50 grams of shrimp paste, and 5 tablespoons of chili paste. We put all these spices into our blender in no preferred order, and we're going to grind it and blend it until it forms a fine paste. So all the ingredients are roughly chopped. Add in half a cup of plain water to facilitate the blending process. So we continue to blend this until it forms as fine paste as possible, something like this. So add 6 tablespoons of chili paste into the blended paste. I bought this from the store, the chili paste. It's already made. Give it a good stir. So after 12 minutes, lift up the fish fillet, and cool it. Sieve the gravy to separate the bones and the anchovies from the stock. So add in the spice paste into the stock. And other ingredients that we need to add in is 2 bunga kantan. This is called the torched ginger, which has a sharp and zesty flavor. We cut it into half. We have 2 stalks of lemongrass that I have bashed, 6 pieces of Assam keping, and we also have 8 stalks of daun kesum. 1 cup of tamarind juice. So all these will be added into the broth so that all these aromatics will infuse the nice aroma, laksa aroma, which will give character to this Assam Laksa. So we put in the torched ginger, the Assam keping, the tamarind juice, the laksa leaves, etc. Boil for 20 minutes. While the laksa broth is boiling, break the fish into smaller pieces, and we are going to partition this fish pieces into 2 portions. One is 2/3 of the fish and the other one is 1/3. The 2/3 of the fish, we are going to mix it with the broth. This is the 2/3, yeah, and we are going to mix it with the broth and boil it, while the other 1/3 we are going to put it as toppings. So after 20 minutes of boiling, remove the torched ginger, the lemongrass, and the laksa leaves. Scald the 1/3 portion of fish, which eventually we are going to put it as topping. Put it inside the hot broth for about a minute. Lift it and put it aside. for the other 2/3 of fish, we mix it with the broth. We are going to boil it together with the broth. Add in 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt. This is a time for us to taste the broth, yeah, if it is sour enough, is it salty enough, etc. Mine is super yummy, so it's just nice. So let's get the laksa noodles. So we need to scald the laksa noodles, because when we buy it, it's actually cooked already, but it's a little bit hard. So we scald it by pouring the broth 2 or 3 times onto the noodles and then pouring the broth back into the boiling pot. This is to ensure that the noodles are softened and it is nice and hot when we eat it. So this is how it is eaten, nice and hot. So the last round, you just dish in a few scoops of this delicious broth. The toppings are nice and fresh and delicious. They are the shredded cucumbers, shredded pineapple, shredded onions, mint leaves, shredded torched ginger, flour, lime, and limau, kasturi, as well as the shredded chilies. So put all these toppings neatly on the top of your soup. You can put as much as you want and whatever portion that you like. If you prefer more pineapple, which I do, I'll put more on it. So also put in the extra toppings. And this Hae Koh paste is very important. It is a dark, thick and sweet shrimp paste that gives character and distinctiveness to your laksa. Enjoy!